So Canelo Alvarez defeats Erislandy Lara with a 12-round split decision. Lara started well in the early rounds. I thought he schooled Canelo in the third round, but in the mid-rounds, Canelo started coming back with some great body shots, and he demonstrated a vast improvement in his ability to cut off the ring, and he was far more effective as a pressure fighter in this fight than I've ever seen him before. So that's an aspect of his game that he's definitely improved. And another aspect of his game that he's improved is his stamina, because Canelo really didn't slow down that much in the later rounds. He was really effective with body shots, especially in the middle rounds. Lara was complaining to the referee quite a few times, seemed quite uncomfortable with the body shots that were going in there. But to his credit, he stood up very well under those body shots. I was surprised that he didn't slow down a lot more than he did. Now, he didn't slow down in terms of his movement that much, a little bit, but not that much. But he did slow down in terms of his punch output as the fight went on. And I think that had a lot to do with the body shots, but also a cut which he suffered from a left uppercut from Alvarez, which I think maybe the 6th or 7th round, maybe the 5th, I can't remember now, but he suffered a cut which was from a punch. And that seemed to maybe affect Lara even more than the body shots possibly, but who knows, I wasn't in Lara's shoes. But down the stretch, it was a bit give and take. There were some rounds which I thought Lara took, and other rounds which I thought Canelo took. Canelo was marching forward every round. Lara was, towards the end of the fight, Lara was pretty much just running. Let's just be real. He was Amir Khan in there at times. He was just running around the ring and wasn't engaging at all. Now, there were some rounds in this fight. In fact, there was quite a few rounds in this fight where neither man landed many punches. Okay? I gave most of those rounds, not all of them, I gave most of them to Canelo because he was the one pressing the action. Lara was just running around and throwing and landing nothing. And this is not a dancing contest. This is a fight. Okay, you can't score a round to a guy for running around the ring if he ain't landing any punches. Yeah? Canelo, in those rounds, at least landed a couple, decent body shots. So, down the stretch, I thought it was, give and take. But after 12 rounds, I personally had Canelo winning. Now, other people are going to say Lara won, this, that, and the other. But let's just get one thing out of the way right here and now. There was no robbery here. This was not a robbery. Yeah? If you scored it for Lara, personally, I don't agree with you. I thought Canelo did enough to win the fight. But I suppose a case can be made. I'll watch this fight over and over again. And because I actually watched the fight with the sound off. And I had a very good quality stream in the end, which I was watching. It was very clear. I watched it with the sound off. All right. So I wasn't hearing the crowd or the commentators or anything like that. And I had Canelo winning the fight. So I definitely don't agree with the people who thought Lara won. I think he did too much running and not enough punching. Not enough clean, effective punching. And I think Alvarez stole those close rounds. Now, the two judges, one of them had it 2 rounds for Lara. The other one had it 2 rounds for Canelo. And the third judge had it, I think, 6 rounds for Canelo. Now, that judge is going to cause a lot of controversy because people are going to say, how the hell did he have it 6 rounds for Canelo? Well, those close rounds, which could have gone either way, if you gave them all to one fighter, because maybe you prefer his aggression in a close round, then you could end up with a 6-point score in a fight like that. So I'm not saying the judge wasn't biased towards Canelo. Maybe that was his motivation. But even an unbiased judge in this particular fight, watching this particular fight, could come up with a scorecard like that, in my opinion, because there were so many rounds in there which, could have gone either way. It just depends what you like. Me personally, I like the guy who's actually trying to engage, trying to make a fight of it. If neither guy is landing anything significant, then I give it to the guy who's at least trying to engage. So it is what it is. Canelo wins a split decision. Regardless of which way round you thought it went, it was a much more competitive fight than the Floyd Mayweather fight. Like I say, Canelo had much improved stamina. much better at cutting off the ring. I mean, he didn't really try to cut off the ring until it was too late against Floyd. He tried to box with Floyd, but in this fight, his stamina was much improved. Not just from the Floyd fight, but from any fight that I've seen him in. So, drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel about this fight. You know, whether you agree or disagree that Canelo won. And where do you see both guys going from here? Let me know if you felt that Canelo showed the improvements which I saw in there. And let me know what you felt about Lara's performance. Alright, so drop your comments below. This is Hatman, I'm out.